As far as our Nareit Hawaii Community Giving Initiative, our results from our giving are profound and widespread. We have touched and helped to improve the lives of hundreds of individuals and families, and we're so proud of that. And we look forward to continuing to help make Hawaii a better place for future generations.
Hello, welcome to the REIT Report. I'm your host, Sarah Borks from Quito. Today I'm joined by my Nareit colleague, Gladys Quinto Marrone, Executive Director of Nareit Hawaii. Gladys is here to talk about all that she's accomplished in Hawaii since taking on that role in February 2020. Gladys, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you today for having this conversation with me.
Gladys, before we go into the work that you are overseeing in Hawaii, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and your connection to the state?
Well, my direct connection to Hawaii is that I was born and raised in Honolulu. My parents immigrated from the Philippines and then settled and made a life here. We didn't grow up with a lot, but we had a happy home, and my parents worked several jobs and made sacrifices so my sister and I could have the essentials to succeed, especially as it related to our education. I am a proud product of Hawaii's public school system, which presented challenges with students coming from all types of socioeconomic home situations. But I was focused on doing well because I wanted to attend college on the continent, and I did. So I was fortunate, and I ended up living and working in Los Angeles for about 10 years. And then kind of moved around. I even worked in Washington, D.C. for about 4 years. But like many kids that move away from Hawaii, family almost always is the reason that brings us back home. When I returned, I started my journey in policy and politics at the Hawaii State Legislature. When I worked on a variety of different issues like health and Ways and Means Committee. But I've always been attracted to jobs where I'm helping to make people's lives better, whether it's children's development and mother's health, which I worked on in DC, policies and laws governing affordable housing, and also supporting Hawaii's economy. So being at Nareit Hawaii allows me to help make the lives of the underserved better through our charitable grants program.
Can you explain the structure and mission of Nareit Hawaii and the thought behind establishing the Nareit Hawaii Community Giving Initiative?
Nareit committed to having a local, ongoing presence by opening in 2020 the Nareit Hawaii office, which serves as the industry's representative. Nareit Hawaii does a lot of community outreach. The cost of living in Hawaii, especially the cost of housing, is one of, if not the highest in the country. Nareit created the Nareit Hawaii Community Giving Initiative to support nonprofit organizations that provide affordable housing across the state. Its focus is to increase affordable housing and help house the homeless through shovel-ready projects. The initiative serves really as a vehicle to focus the REIT industry's giving toward affordable housing. And together, with the generosity of our member partners operating in Hawaii, we are able to make a significant impact.
How does the Nareit Hawaii Community Giving Initiative go about selecting the programs that it chooses to support? Because there must be so many worthy causes out there.
Oh, there's so many, and that's what I've been learning since I started with Nareit. But we have a formal application process for our Nareit Foundation grants, and it opens every year in mid-May and goes through the end of June. Like I mentioned, we prioritize shovel-ready affordable housing projects that increase the supply of housing or require major repairs to be habitable. Depending on the number of applications we receive, we try to ensure that grantees come from all around the state and serve as many people as possible. We typically have awarded 4 to 5 Nareit Foundation grants annually, totaling about $350,000 to $400,000. We also award between 5 to 6 grants a year from Nareit Hawaii to nonprofits supporting a variety of charitable causes. And those grants total about $150,000 to $200,000 a year.
And are there any projects that Nareit Hawaii has supported over the last few years that you're particularly proud of or that stand out to you?
Sarah, since 2018, we've awarded a total of, I believe, 52 grants, 24 Nareit Foundation grants, 19 since I joined Nareit, and 28 grants from Nareit Hawaii. All our grantees do exceptional work in our communities, and we're just so fortunate and proud to be able to support their work. They're all noteworthy, but there are a few that stand out. The one that stands out is the first grant check presentation that I did after starting with Nareit. And it was a $150,000 grant to the Pu'uhonua o Waianae Village for Homeless Residents. Nareit Foundation actually gave 2 $150,000 grants. The first actually seeded the project so they could get off the ground. Their situation was there were about 200 houseless residents living near the boat harbor, and their leader, Twinkle Borge, really wanted to set up a more permanent situation. So they partnered with a nonprofit and started this effort to find land to build essentially a village where they could all live together and have a more permanent and stable situation. So our first $150,000 grant really started their effort going and encouraged other foundations and contributions from a variety of different companies and organizations. And after I started, we did a check presentation for the second $150,000 grant. And that grant really closed the gap and got them over that last hump to purchase the land that they had found in the back of the valley, beautiful valley on the west side of Oahu. We recently went to visit their site, and you could see the homes coming up and everyone really chipping in to make that happen. So that, to me, that was one of the first and significant and moving contribution that we made. Another one that I really thought, and this is from the Nareit Hawaii contribution, we gave $40,000 to Hawaii Literacy, and it was a grant to help build a digital literacy program for adults. And our grant allowed for the purchase of 150 Chromebooks and broadband access to underserved families in public housing. Hawaii Literacy provided the training on the devices. They coupled with social service partners and volunteers to help improve reading comprehension. But what was even more amazing was when I actually was invited to sit in on what I thought was a training class, but it ended up being a group, something of a support group for the women who were all learning about these devices together. Some of them never touched a tablet before, so they were able to gain an understanding of these devices, and that allowed them to participate with their children as their children did their homework, so they could follow along and help and really bond with their kids during this time. One of these women at this training session, she talked about how she didn't even know how to turn one on, and then she was actually taking online classes from a community college. So she was bettering her life and the lives of her family members through this training program that our grant helped support. So it was really impactful and inspirational that we were a part of that.
And Gladys, of course, last year you were inducted into the Junior Achievement of Hawaii Business Hall of Fame for the positive impact that you and Nareit Hawaii have made to support affordable housing projects by nonprofits. What does this award mean for you?
Very honored to be nominated and recognized by the Junior Achievement of Hawaii as a Business Hall of Famer last year. I was honored to accept the award on behalf of Nareit Hawaii and all the work that we do in the community in support of affordable housing. And we just hope that our actions inspire others to do the same. Accepting the award actually also provided a great opportunity to share and talk more about what we do, so people can learn about our efforts in affordable housing and other programs in the community that really help to make lives better here in Hawaii.
And Gladys, are there other ways that REITs operating in Hawaii are supporting their communities?
Sarah, I know that our REIT members in Hawaii continue to do a lot regularly to support our communities. And many of our members went above and beyond during COVID and after the tragic Lahaina wildfires to take care of their employees and the surrounding communities. Our tourism industry was hit hard after both crises, so our lodging REITs really stepped up to help by making significant monetary contributions, opening up their properties for wildfire survivors, and organizing food distribution during COVID. And these are just a few of the efforts by our REITs here. Alexander and Baldwin, which is our only Hawaii-based REIT, they also have a foundation, and in 2022, they reported, awarding $975,000 in grants throughout the state and over $50,000 towards the Lahaina recovery efforts. So I'm sure there are many other REIT members here and that do help the community. And this is above providing the jobs that many residents benefit from by having our REITs here in Hawaii.
Great, Gladys. And anything else you'd like to say about the work that Nareit Hawaii is carrying out today?
The work we do in support of our communities, Sarah, is really an ongoing effort. Before joining Nareit, I really wasn't aware of REITs and their positive impact on our economy in the form of jobs, tax revenue, and charitable giving. REITs are more beneficial to Hawaii than many people realize, and we continue to communicate that through the work that we do. And as far as our Nareit Hawaii Community Giving Initiative, our results from our giving are profound. and widespread. We have touched and helped to improve the lives of hundreds of individuals and families, and we're so proud of that. And we look forward to continuing to help make Hawaii a better place for future generations.
Great. Gladys, thank you so much for explaining the good work that you've been doing in Hawaii.
Thank you, Sarah.
And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe or leave a review on your favorite podcast platform.